Thank you, Riaz. Good morning. A desperate situation continues overseas as thousands of Syrian refugees make an attempt at freedom by moving further into Europe. This is the scene along the Hungarian and Serbian border this morning. Reports suggest some 400 migrants have broken free from a collection point and have set out in a frantic scramble for safety. The situation has prompted BC's Premier to announce $1 million in funding to help refugees that may come to our province. Christy Clark is setting up a 1-800 number to help them navigate through red tape.
We reflect on the fact that Alan Kurdi and his family didn't die because they were anything but unlucky enough to live in a country racked by war. And it really should be a moment for all of us to be able to reflect on the fact that we are not unlucky. As Canadians, we are incredibly lucky.
Today marks the first full day of classes for many elementary and secondary students across our province. But how is your child's classroom preparing them for life after high school? The BC Ministry of Education's annual satisfaction survey shows a 5-year low in how students feel their schools are preparing them for the real world. Just 1/4 of grade 12 students said they felt prepared for a career. 40% were ready for post-secondary. Meantime, public school enrollment is expected to be down by about 30,000 students from last year. But BC's new education minister doesn't appear to be concerned.
As the province grows, obviously there's fewer children in the province. We've seen a decline of 77,000 students since 2001 in the province of British Columbia here. And what we're looking forward to is in the next month, each school district around the province will be looking at the enrollments as the children actually come through the doors this year and get started. We'll see a final number.
3 young men have been charged with first-degree murder in the death of a Langley teenager. 19-year-old Nicholas Hannon was first reported missing in February of 2014. Investigators say his remains were found in a heavily wooded area near Mission. 20-year-old Brad Flaherty, 21-year-old Connor Campbell, and 20-year-old Keith Tankard are all facing charges. Police say they were once friends of Hannon. Detectives believe the teen died as a result of a conflict which turned violent. 28-year-old man has now been charged after 2 alleged child abduction attempts near Stanley Park. Vancouver police say Nathaniel David Jessup is facing 2 counts of assault and 1 count of forcible confinement relating to the 2 events. The incidents involved an 8-year-old girl on the seawall in Cole Harbour Friday and a 2-year-old girl on Monday near Lost Lagoon. She is one of the most well-known people on the planet. Today, Queen Elizabeth is just hours away from reaching a major milestone. At 9:30 this morning, she will become the longest reigning monarch in British history, passing Queen Victoria, who served for 63 years and 7 months on the throne. The Queen wanted to keep things low-key today. She boarded a steam locomotive in Edinburgh this morning and recommissioned an old rail route. Buckingham Palace marked today's historic event by releasing this official photograph of the Queen. Elizabeth came to the throne in 1952 upon the death of her father, King George VI. The 89-year-old was humble in her brief speech today.
Inevitably, a long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception. But I thank you all, and the many others at home and overseas, for your touching messages of great kindness.
Celebrations are being planned right across the country to mark today's milestone. Greg Harper is live in New Westminster with more. Greg?
Good morning, Jody. Yes, just outside the Holy Trinity Cathedral here in New Westminster, there will be a day-long celebration here, and organizers are calling it a reigning achievement. That's an appropriate name for this. And things will get going here at 9:30 this morning with a 21-gun salute. Now, they were celebrating a day early at this British restaurant in Vancouver yesterday. There was some excitement, some reflection, and some appreciation of the history that is about to be made.
Yes. It's from one generation to another, and a sense of responsibility and duty to one's, well, you can say job, because technically it is like a job, which you dedicate yourself to, and she's dedicated herself to it. She said she would. She said she would when she was crowned. I'll do this job till the day I die.
So after the 21-gun salute here this morning, there will be a number of performances, including a harp performance from the stepmother of Bryan Adams. So Queen Elizabeth will surpass Queen Victoria as the longest reigning monarch in British history at 9:30 this morning. And Queen Victoria actually named the city of Newsminster back in 1859. Jody?